Hey guys, what's going on? Yama here, and welcome back to Trail to the Top, Episode 8. Today we start off by showing you our Brazilian team that I built in the 3-5-2 formation. We built it around Cini, which we had in our club already. I picked him up on like a 600 coin bid and was going to sell him, but I'm like, hey, may as well build a Brazilian side to replace our old one, and I feel like being OP because the last ones weren't exactly. So we have Cini, of course, Naldo, Miranda, and Santana. We have Felipe Melo and Fernando. We have Alan on the right and some guy I don't remember the name of on the left. We have Michael Jadson as the cam, and Lima and Fred as our strikers. Our first game, we come up against a Liga BBVA side, which actually looked like a pretty decent team, and I was kind of scared for my life. But Joninzo, which is that left mid that I couldn't remember the name of, steals the ball, and he picks it up down here after a good run, and then finesses it into the corner, or, well, just past the keeper, I guess, to give us the first goal of the game, and the first goal with this team, in fact, in the 28th minute. So I was pretty happy with that one. And just after the kickoff, Fred steals the ball, runs down the wing with his surprising amount of pace, and crosses it in, and Lima's waiting with a killer header, and puts it back into the post from which it came, and that gives us the second goal just 2 minutes later, which was pretty sweet. And 39th minute, 9 minutes later, he gets the ball and does a little bit of passing, and runs down, through ball, Negredo crosses it in, I believe, yep, and Miranda doesn't win the header, surprisingly, even though he has pretty high heading, and it goes past Cini into the net to give him a goal of his own. So then in the 49th minute, I get the ball again, but I give it straight back to him. He passes it to Negredo, who passes it to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez takes the second shot that his team has gotten and puts it away as well. So he's gotten 2 shots and 2 goals. I was pretty much dominating him the entire game. That was his second shot, obviously, and surprisingly, it was his second goal, and I was like, what is going on here? Usually they don't score so many goals off of so few shots, but they were. Anyway, Jadson steals the ball, cuts on the inside, and a beautiful finesse shot right into the top left corner, giving him his first goal on our team, so he celebrates like he should when he scores his first goal, and that gives us the 3-2 lead. In the 41st minute, I believe that was, or something. Anyway, Fred gets the ball, loses it, takes it back. Zhao Zinho, I need to remember how to say his name. Bicycle kick attempt from Lima, and Fred finishes it off with some stellar finishing. I was pretty surprised at that. But anyway, that gives us the 4-2 lead. And that's pretty good for our first game with 3-back. I never really got used to 3-backs, but the 3-5-2 is proving to be pretty nice. The defending is a little bit weak, but, well, it's not weak, but I need to get used to it, is more like what it is. Through ball to Lima. Lima passes it to Fred. I was not trying to do that. I was, in fact, trying to finesse, but my sick brain decided that instead of pressing shoot and the left or right bumper, I would just press triangle and pass it with a through ball to Fred. So I didn't celebrate or anything that time because I was not happy about that, and the other guy shouldn't have been either. He actually paused the game directly after, and I thought he was going to quit. But anyway, Lima, finesse shot. That gives us a 6-2 lead, and that is a very good score for our first game. I'm very happy with that. That's the 88th minute, and that is how the first game ended. And I'm very happy with that, as I've said for the 3rd time now. Yeah, this guy, 2 shots, though. 2 shots. Look at Cini's record there, 5.6 player rating, and you can probably tell why, because 2 shots on target, 2 goals. That means Cini made 0 saves. 0. He didn't touch the ball that round. Hardly, at least. I think he, kicked it once for, a goal kick or something. I don't know. But Cini kind of sucked that round. So I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of sad. But anyway, we'll give you another shot. We have 11 points. All we need is one more win to get out of the 8th division and into the 7th. Our second game of the day was against this Barclays side. He had a pretty decent side. Not completely amazing, but still pretty decent. He had quite a bit of pace. And Ninth minute, De Bruyne stole it from my terrible passing out of my D and just shot it right past Cini into the net. And that goal is debatable whether a goalkeeper should have saved that or not, but it was a driven shot, and I was hoping Cini would have made a little bit more effort than he actually did. Anyway, I kept passing it straight into his players, and in the 26th minute, he takes another shot, and it goes in. So he's had 2 shots and 2 goals once again in the 27th minute. So by this time, I was getting a little bit frustrated with Cini because he's not touching the ball or saving it at all. I've had him for 2 games so far, and he's let in 4 goals and hasn't even touched the ball. Anyway, Defoe takes a shot and scores. Oh, look at that. 5 shots, 5 goals. What the heck, Cini? You're proving to be quite the bad goalkeeper. Anyway, Taarabt gets the ball, cuts it on the inside, passes it to Welbeck. I take it. But, oh, penalty. I don't even know where that was. But apparently it's a penalty, so I try save it with Cini, and Cini dives the right way and doesn't save it. So that's 6 shots, 6 goals. Cini still hasn't even touched the ball after 2 games, and I am starting to get a little bit ticked because it's kind of BS that he hasn't saved anything yet. But anyway, Jadson takes a shot, gets blocked. Jadson gets it again, though, after the guy took it from him, and he cuts in on the inside and takes a finesse shot. Doesn't quite get it, but João Zinho picks it up, takes a shot, and the goalkeeper saves it directly on the line, but it was a goal anyway. Just the replay. I was just on the line, like just past. I didn't think it was a goal, but he got it, and that was a pretty impressive angle to score from anyway. Anyway, Fred passes it to Lima, and Lima runs through his defense, which were left scattered, and puts a finesse shot past the goalkeeper to give us the second goal that gave us a little bit of encouragement to keep going, but it wasn't quite enough to catch up to his 4-2 lead. Sorry, Defoe heads it in off of not sure whose cross that was, but he heads it in. Cini still hasn't stopped a shot, and I'm getting a little bit mad now, as I already was. But De Bruyne picks it up, cuts it on the inside. Takes a shot. Oh, and another goal. That is 7 goals and 0 saves that Cini has done so far. And that is how the game ended. So, or no, that's not even 7. That's 8. 8. And Cini still hasn't saved a shot. And I'm like, okay, Cini, you have failed me. I'm sorry, but you are getting off of my team. You kind of stink a lot. So I went and just kind of rage sold him. I didn't quick sell him because I'm not that crazy, but I went and picked up an Artur Marias because he's actually a pretty decent goalkeeper. 5'6", 79 rated, and decent stats. It took us a while to find a game with decent connection. As you know, I am on the PC, so there aren't quite as many people playing as there are on the PS3 and or Xbox. But no worries, we eventually find a game, and the guy with the same crest as us decided to play, and he has another Barclays side. So, third game is going to be Barclays side again, and João Zinho tries to do some skills, gets it taken away, and Holtby passes to Sterling. Sterling just paces it up the field, because that's all he is, crosses it in, or like passes it. Ba takes a shot, gets saved by Marias, and Marias was out of position after the first shot, and Ba just taps it in, which he will do most of the time because Ba is surprisingly overpowered this game, and I didn't know until this game, and you will see. But anyway, 23rd minute, and he has the lead on us, and I switch over to ultra defensive and start to work my way up in the attack, and right off the kickoff, João Zinho runs all the way up, crosses it in, and Zima with the header just puts it right back in the near post, and that gives us the tie in the 25th minute, so just after the first goal, and I was happy about that. I'm like, oh, dude, you ain't going to beat us now. We got a better keeper. You're not going to score every single shot you take, and everything's going to be fine. Lima paces through the defenders and does a chip and scores the second goal in the 30th minute, just after the first goal. So that gives us the 2-1 lead, and I'm happy about this. Everything feels all fine and dandy, and Monreal crosses it in, I think. Yep. And Giroud wins the header against Miranda. I was surprised. Miranda has way better heading than Giroud, I thought. But Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But that gives him the tie, and Mikel passes it to Moses. Moses plays it up to Jones, who is making a surprising run for a center back. Jones passes it to Giroud. Giroud comes inside, takes a shot, and it's a goal. All these driven shots that these people are doing are all resulting in goals. I'm very surprised. Driven shots are not working for me, but for everyone else they seem to be, so that's kind of iffy there. Anyway, right off the kickoff, João Zinho runs right down the wing again, just like the first goal. And Lima, exact same scenario as the first goal, gives us the tire in the 45th minute, just before half. After the kickoff from half, he does a pass down to Moses and passes it to Jones. Or is Jones his, right mid or something? I don't know. Moses or right back, maybe. I don't know. He's playing up a lot. I thought he was a center back. I don't know. He crosses it in, and Ba heads it down into the opposite corner. And Artur Marias didn't save it. But don't worry, Artur Marias has been saving a lot of shots that I'm not showing. Cini literally saved, none. He may have saved one shot, but he was, the worst goalkeeper ever. Anyway, Ba was being a relentless defender up in the attack, and I could not get the ball out. And Monreal passes it into Ba. Ba just walks around a little bit and takes a shot, and it goes in again with another driven shot, which they are scoring all the time. Ba does his machine gun celebration as he scores his, I believe, second goal of the game, or maybe even third goal. Anyway, Lima gets the ball taken away from him, takes it right back, and then pounds it into the far post as the goalkeeper runs at him, giving us the 4 goals that we need to be 1 goal down from the 5. But unfortunately, I tried and tried and tried. I could not get the 5th goal that I needed to tie up the game. But anyway, Lima gets 4 goals, and he did better than Ba, even though Ba was dominating me the entire game, it felt like. But, yeah, so that's the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to try pick up a new center back other than Miranda, because he's been kind of the weak link in our defense, it feels like. So I was searching earlier, and I saw Alex from PSG. I know he only has 55 pace, but apparently from all the comments, people were saying that the pace doesn't matter on this guy, and he's a complete tank, and he's actually really good and outshines David Luiz and Miranda for them. So I'm gonna try him out, and next episode I might play 1 or 2 games with him, maybe even keep him forever. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode. I have been Yanne, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.